The states invited the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Electoral Observers Mission. The states, it was a vote in the states, in the Assembly, and they invited the electoral observers to come and look at our system and make recommendations. And that commission, the Electoral Observers Mission, is looking at the treaties and the covenants, the conventions that Jersey has signed up to. The European Commission, Venice Commission, and the big one is the United Nations Commission.
So they're going after all the other countries in Europe also that have voting problems?
Well, they do
look at the EU,
they do go.
All these other non-democratic things. Why are they picking on us?
They go
We're just a
to,
little island of 100,000 people.
the electoral service is run by the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, that's part of all of the Commonwealth countries. And they go to all the other Commonwealth areas, they get invited to do missions everywhere and make reports and recommendations, and it happens all over. Senator Ozef went to one himself and went off and did a report for another country, part of their elections. It happens all over the world, we've done it here ourselves, but they've given us the report and this is what we've come up with.
That's our job. That's what we've been asked to do, is to use their recommendations and bring back something that complies with them. And if we weren't doing that, we would be failing our duty. And they are extremely diligent. These people.
Don't fail the duties of the electorate. If
Yeah.
they bring a recommendation, the electorate says we don't want it, then we don't want it.
Well,
That's how it goes.
then we
That's
have to decide, don't we, if we want to remain a signatory to the United Nations Convention on Human Rights with regards to free and fair elections. Yeah.
Who will bring in the cavalry?
Who wants to be in that club with those nations? I don't think we want Jersey to be in that club where it says to an electoral observers mission, respected body, well, thank you, goodbye. We're not going to take all your recommendations. And let's be honest. They're pointing out facts we know, that votes in Jersey are not fair. That your vote carries more weight and power depending on your postcode. And we need international observers to come and tell us that. The gentleman who wrote to me, who lives in St Clement, told me that for himself, and plenty others do too. I think it would be very, very bad if we were to dismiss the electoral observers. And Jersey's always relied on people to come and tell us and help us. The reforms are, yeah. Okay. Well, if we didn't have the committee of the Privy Council in 1946, we might still have the rectors and the jurats sitting in the States, you know, and clothier.
In an island as small as this,
That gentleman doesn't think that the rectors and jurats sitting in the States was bad. That's your argument.
No, that's not my argument. I'm just saying you've got these extraterritorial people telling you what to do, and you agree with them, and so you're saying, oh, because they're important, we're going to follow them.
I'm agreeing with them because they are right.
Because they're experts in this and they see it around the world. Maybe we should listen to that as well.
Do we disagree with them?
No, I agree with them.
You see, that's what happens is you come to the electorate and then you say, I'm the expert, listen to me. It doesn't matter if you're the expert. We're still the electorate.
When will the Venice cavalry be called in? That's the question. Who will call them in?
Oh, they come back. They've already come back. They came back. They're fascinating to talk to. I'm going to arrange the next time members of the Electoral Observers Mission are here. I'm going to organise.
No, I mean from the United Nations or the Venice cavalry. What teeth have they got to enforce change upon the island? If this reform gets rejected,
you're taking us on a tangent there, Mike. But I do. You'll be amazed by the work that the electoral observers did. They know all the states members' names. They know the system. It's incredible what they do. Yes, Mr. Pinot. You know, nations being suspended from the Commonwealth, etc. But I don't think the United Nations or Venice Commission police, if such a thing exists, are going to be on our case. But I still think we are honour bound. I think it's a question for us to recognise that we are signatories to international treaties. We're signed up to deliver fair human rights to our populations in these treaties with relation to a free and fair election. The rules are all there. We're in breach of them. And for an island that is punching above its weight so much on the international stage with its fantastic financial services industry, we don't want to be in the club of nations that throws two fingers to the electoral observers when they're coming to tell us where we're going wrong. I really don't think so.
Russell, can I just ask a quick clarification?